Alright, I am going to be playing sweet Temur Delver deck in Legacy. It's got some really nice new upgrades. Wrenn and Six is a huge power boost, especially in combination with Wasteland. You can lock people out. We've got a few other things popping up here. We have some Hexdrinkers, just another early threat, and being able to pump it up makes it potentially really threatening as the game goes along. We have Veil of Summer. We also have a crop rotation package, which is really nice with the Wrenn and Six. Because of Wrenn and Six, you don't mind going down, down a resource, because you can recoup them really easily. And it means you get to tutor for these special lands post-board, depending on what you're playing against. Nice stuff going on. Oh, do you mean in the recording, Zhang? If that's what you're talking about, I do have plans to get around that. This is awkward. What do we think, chat? Am I gonna keep this one? It's really land heavy, but it also has Delver into Wrenn on the play. If we ever draw a Brainstorm, this hand is absurd. Alright, I'm in. Daze on the play, a threat, a value engine, yeah. I think it's really land heavy, but if we mold to 6 and got rid of a land, we'd happily keep it, right? So, can't really complain. So my plan, Ang, is it's probably going to take me a few days to get set up. What I want to start doing is what Caleb does, which is make it so that I have recordings of all my streams, even the ones with music in them. And for the ones that have music in them, I can upload them to a Dropbox that only subscribers have access to. Then people will still be able to watch the stream, watch recordings of the stream, even if there's music on it, because my own personal recordings won't wipe out the audio in the way that Twitch does. Wow, that's good with Wrenn and Six. It's not so good against Swamp, however. So that is my plan. Figure it's worth a little bit of effort. It's a nice little reward for people who have access to that. So over the next few days, I would hope to have it set up by like the end of the weekend. We'll see. We'll see if I can get that done, and then I can just start doing it from then onwards. There's a Turtle Hydra. I do like turtle. I guess I've not seen a Turtle Hydra before, but I'm willing to believe I like Turtle Hydras. Despite my lack of interaction with one so far. No, it's fine, Ang. We were already talking about it on the Discord. Someone else had a similar issue. And I can't remember who suggested it, but someone suggested I manage things the same way Caleb does, and it makes a lot of sense to do it. So, are they on a really bad black-red reanimator draw? Or, like, what's going on here? Weird. You're good, Ang. They are on a really bad black-red reanimator draw, huh? Wild. Alright. I get to hit my opponent for free, wasteland them, get the wasteland back. Seems pretty great, truth be told. Meet Wrenn and Six Miracles. This is gonna upset me, Paul. Oh my god, this is an abomination. This is the Wrenn and Six Miracles deck. 4-color back to basics, all via the might of Astrolabe. What the heck? That's a lot right there. Basic lands aren't fair. Alright, I think we might be about to die. I think they're gonna have another reanimation spell. Yeah. Pretty bad for me. Yeah. King face, Goyf go, yeah. Yes. I guess we can pretend that I can still win this game. They attack the Wrenn, go to 12. I'll have 6 power and play 7 because the Wrenn will be in the yard. Pump my Goyf up. Puts them to 5. So, like, Brainstorm into double bolt would get us there. They are attacking down the Wrenn. I'm just going to let Wrenn go. I want to keep my Aberration in play so I can pressure them on the backswing. I'm not going to crack this fetch in case we find a Brainstorm. Spinning out a land doesn't be relevant. Pretty good draw. Hexdrinker. How do I feel about Hexdrinker? So I attack my opponent down to 5. They attack me to 12. They attack themselves back up to 12. I can play land, play Hexdrinker, pump twice, make it level 2. Next turn I'll have 5 mana, I can make it level 7, so it's only a 4/4. So it would put them to 1. The one upside to Hexdrinker is if they start holding back the Grizzlebrand on defense ever, it still hits them. It's nice. I think I meant to shuffle. I think if it threatened lethal next turn, I would keep it. I don't think I can keep it as things stand. Force was not the best find. I guess we don't have that many good finds in the deck. Maybe we could have kept Hexdrinker because it made Lightning Bolt a live draw. I don't know. I'm not like super excited by that concept. Yeah, it makes Wrenn and Six a live draw. That's true, that as well. So it puts like 6 cards into our deck that are lethal from that point. Aggressive Grizzlebrand activation. Oh, I'm gonna move the mic a sec. Attempt not to knock it. Yes, I could have muted it before moving it. That would have been extremely smart. Unmask. Alright. Do your worst. Resolves. There's a lot of mods today. There are. Oh, I never pinged the Discord to say we were live. I should have done that. Jerk. At everyone. At some point, I need to make a way of opting in for the at everyone pings. Photos ASMR. My later night streams border on ASMR. Now playing some Legacy Rogue Delver on stream. Send message. Goodbye Tarmogoyf. You will be missed. People can opt out, that's true. Alright, well. It's pretty brutal. I guess I could have jumped and like flung on for dear life, but I assume I'm dying there. Not a Brainstorm, more lands in fact. Why not make another roll to ping for Twitch telling rather than using everyone? I am. Oh, that's a good point, Dokamoy. I should maybe do that. I know that Steph has it set up in a certain way where you can opt in very easily. See, so all of these interest me, the cage interests me. We have so many tools for this matchup. AK, great to see you here. So bad cards. True names suck. Assume Wrenn and Six is not great. I assume Sinkhole is bad. Bolts are like pretty unimpressive. Honestly, Spell Snares might be bad. What do they hit? They hit Exhume and Animate Dead. Maybe that's enough? Yeah, the Wrens are not great either. The one good thing about Wrenn is it really helps you recover from mulligans. You can end up mulliganing in this matchup a fair amount. Yeah, I think I like Spell Snare. I think I agree. I'm worried about it lining up poorly sometimes, but we can also just like pitch it to these if need be. I feel like all the bolts can come out. Definitely cut a Wrenn. It can also like come up that you like Wasteland your Bog to get back the Bog with Wrenn to then like play the Bog again. I don't know. Maybe that's too cute. I feel like the cut is like one of these three. Yeah, we have a sandbar too. Yeah, cut the sandbar. I agree. Don't want no sandbar on the deck. This seems good. Definitely not a sandbar matchup. Took me a moment to remember we actually just have like a silly grindy land. Alright. Bojuka Bog. Powerful magic. That is true, right? I don't want to pitch this Brainstorm to my Force, but I'm still just going to ponder first. Ooh, we have Frets. I don't know if I keep this, though. Frets are nice. But I guess I shuffle away the Wasteland. You think I do? Yeah. Finding like any blue card is pretty appealing, so then I can pair something else with this Force. Is the thing. Yeah, we don't get to double threat next turn either. We get to like Brainstorm plus Hexdrinker potentially. It's so bad for me if they like force me to pitch the Brainstorm and then I'm just sitting here with these two Hexdrinkers.
All of Autumn's plays are cute plays.
Aw, Jay, thank you so much for the 6 months of continued support. Really appreciate it. Also appreciate that sentiment. Alright, here we go. Cabal Therapy resolves. The naming force anyway, so. Whoa, they named Brainstorm? What? Impressive. I mean, pretty horrific for us, truth be told. Now we really are upset about not being able to find a blue card this turn. Aww, the MH1 Rotisserie draft deck was delightful, Paul. It's one of the greatest things I've ever made. Just like, I'm so sad I didn't get the lesser Master Core, because Tribute Mage finds both Altar of Dementia and lesser Master Core, which is certainly something. Not sure what it is, but it is something. Well, I have a plan. Plan involves a 4/4. It's actually like a fairly quick clock. Just like untap with it, immediately hit them for 4. Just like chonkier than a Delver would have ever been. Next turn we're threatening to hit for 8. Or I can set up a 6/6 next turn, that's true. I would have involved not playing a Hexdrinker. So I think we are in trouble. Oh my god.
I finally get dual-wielded swords. Just in time for Throne of Eldraine.
Oh, Milkman. Thanks for the whole year, and congrats on the second sword. May you chop down all adversaries in your path. What am I... So I'm getting Karakas and bouncing the Grizzlebrand. I think I want to just, like, level up this rather than Wasteland them. Right? Hit my opponent to 4. Have 2 lethal threats. Then if I draw a land, I can make a 6/6. Even if I don't, I still have 2 lethal threats though, which is pretty good. Like, obviously the other choice is I can Wasteland them, which, like, might be reasonable. Still hit them for 6. Then I should have pumped this, because then I'd have a 6/6. Yeah, I guess it's pretty hard to lose if I Wasteland them here. Thinks it's pretty hard for me to lose regardless. Alright. Crop rotation. Crop rotation. What a magic card. This crop rotation tag is delightful, by the way. Truly delightful. I will keep this hand.
Can't stay cause of meetings, but hi. Maybe I can swing by later.
Rhea, thanks for the 8 months of resubs. I hope your meetings go okay. Maybe see you later. Alright, Surgical is powerful magic. So is Chancellor of the Annex. This year we're growing a Karakas. It's true. Alright. Wow, the old no-lander. Or they only have a non-basic. They could also just only have a non-basic. That's the other option. Well, crop rotation is also nice. Right, if we live through this turn, I think we're in a great position. Have to hope they don't destroy us this turn. Just let this resolve, right? Yeah. Oh, they're targeting themselves. This one is not legendary. It's a little awkward. Okay, how do I win this? So I still have a Chancellor trigger coming, right? So it might be correct just to try and Spell Pierce this Reanimate, just so I can actually start casting spells next turn. I think... Nothing to apologize for Selene. I think I mentioned in the Discord, but I didn't, like, at everyone, which I maybe should have done at the time. Yeah, I think I just have to get this Chancellor trigger out of the way. Sucks. Just, like, hole my card into the graveyard, but... Now I have to just main phase this Brainstorm. Oh. I guess I don't have to main phase it, I can do it in that turn. Same thing. I have 4 turns. Yeah, Daze is 1 turn too late. It's kind of brutal. Yeah. Fire off the Brainstorm. Okay, we have found a threat. Good. We don't have bolts in the deck is the problem. Does make racing considerably more challenging. So, I cast Delver. I go to 10. Delver flips and puts them to 10. I go to 5. So if I crop rotation in my upkeep in 2 turns, I don't know how we beat this. I'm gonna be completely honest about that. But... Definitely involves casting this Delver. I think I need all my mana to beat them. Is it not letting me pay with my Wasteland? Hello. There we go. Yeah, draw another Delver. Maybe we can race them that way. We go to 10. Double block doesn't work. Oh wait, it does work. Yeah, we can double block down the Chancellor. And then the crop rotations cover everything else. Interesting. Don't know why it would be causing trouble. Refreshing worked. Awesome. Sorry about that. Don't know what went wrong there. And I would say everyone try refreshing if it's not working for you, but the people who it's not working for would not hear such an instruction. So... Right, we need to draw a Delver, or a cantrip to find a Delver, or a Wasteland. It's not one of the things I listed. Okay, so hit them to 10. I guess at this point there's no harm in Wastelanding. Yeah, people have posted in chat that it's still working, so hopefully anyone that it stopped working for can see that. Hexdrinker. Oh. Huh. Yeah, I think this means I'm just dead, because I can chump block this, but I don't have any answers for this. We just don't have, like, edicts in our deck, right? We only have Karakas to answer the big creatures. That was brutal. It's such a weird game. Any of the legendary creatures we could have beaten. But we just couldn't answer a Chancellor. Which is very strange. Because it's like a lot less threatening. But the Karakas just doesn't work against it at all. This is awkward, but I'm gonna keep. Doesn't really have any reliable early interaction. Has a lot of potential though. We can cycle the Lonely Sandbar to dig towards a excuse me, a red source. If we ever find the red source, Wrenn with Lonely Sandbar is kinda messed up. Oh my god, no, don't stifle me. Wait, I should be very okay with them stifling this. Why did they... Oh, they're playing around stifle from me. Oh, that makes sense now. I was confused why they were doing that timing, but they're playing around my stifles. Yeah, Nucleo, you're right. Alright, I don't really want to play Wrenn here. Because if it gets countered, that's pretty sad. I think the options are we can Wasteland or plus Ponder, or we can just land a Goyf. I think I kind of want to Wasteland plus Ponder because I don't really have much way to deal with them landing something next turn, and they seemed pretty scared of Stifle, which generally implies a land light draw. Yeah, Mimi. Thanks for hanging around. Hope you sleep well. These cards are fine. We kind of already have a lot of this sort of stuff, though. The Delver's never flipping. We already have a Goyf we can cast. I kind of just want to shuffle this. The Wasteland is, like, interesting, but we have a Wrenn, so we can get back to the one in our yard at some point, potentially, anyway. I think it's a pretty easy shuffle. Doesn't really... Keeping those 3 cards on top just doesn't really change what we're doing very much. Yeah, Wrenn and Six with Force is something else. Not really, Mr. Allen. They said about a year ago they were going to stop doing full blocks. Even Ravnica wasn't like actually meant to be a block, it was like 3 independent sets that just happened to be in the same place. Do I Wrenn and Six of Force back up, or do I just land a Goyf? The eternal question. Because starting to Wrenn and Six this turn is really powerful. If they just have a Fatal Push-Up then well, it feels like a storm deck to you. Yeah, that makes sense. Because of the weird mana setup and then favoring swamp. Yeah, I'm just gonna land the Goyf. Means we can get some pressure going, and then next time we can go Wrenn Wasteland you, which is really strong. I like that plan a lot. Play the Wrenn on a turn where it gives us actual advantage. Get some pressure going first. We still have Force up. It's hard for things to go too wrong. Alright, another Goyf. So we attack for 2. Oh, I should Wrenn pre-combat, in case they are on like a mid-range deck and counter the Wrenn or something. It's pretty unlikely. Most likely Storm, but... I'm just gonna do this. I know we could get another threat going, but we do have the 1 threat already. And I really like taking their deck off of mana. Whatever they're up to, I imagine wastelanding them here is like quite strong. Let's just take out this red man. Seems good. Could also be a Strifo pile. Could be. Yeah, that'll make sense, Price. I don't know, I like how they kind of have a lot of freedom now with what they want to do with sets. Being locked into a block for 3 whole sets and like forced to develop the themes over the whole block, like it gives you access to some nice stuff, but it's also like kind of restrictive inherently. Zero cantrips is strange. One has not been doing very much. This is a very, very weird game. Yeah, they probably only have 1 basic in their deck by the looks of things. That said, they could have an island, because this doesn't fetch blue mana. Maybe they favored getting the swamp earlier on in the game, and now things have changed in such a way that like they'd want the island but don't have the option to go get it anymore. Mega awkward hand draw, yeah. It is a card. It has Stone Rained our opponent twice so far. Yike. Yeah, great for me. I might just die now. If I don't die, then I can put them to 1 currently. A little death never hurt anybody. Prefer not to engage in such activities. Jeez. So much combo in the leagues tonight. Do you think there is a best deck in Legacy? I don't think there is a clear best deck at the moment. These people don't seem to be converging on anything, so... Yeah, they have finished counting, and now they are killing us. This is the problem, lassie. Oh, this is fine with me. Unless they have a Past in Flames, of course. We're not a value pile though, we're a Wrenn and Six deck. We're a Delver deck. Nuclear. This is sick. Past in Flames Tendrils. Got the ritual to get them there too. Alright, GG's. Was very odd. It was not a normal Storm game. Right, Cindervines seems pretty good, as does Veil. I don't really like Cage against these decks. I don't really like Surgical against them either, typically. Pyroblast is like medium against them.
My favorite streamer plus my favorite format? Gas.
Aw, Sora, thank you for the 9 months. It's great to have you here. Yeah, I love me some Legacy. Haven't played some in a while. It is good to be jamming it. How do I rate Force of Will versus Force of Negation? I mean, this is just a much better card, right? Being able to do it in your turn, being able to do it on creatures. The exile clause on this is like sometimes relevant. I've had it come up against Cabal Therapy. It's pretty relevant sometimes. But obviously this is just dramatically stronger. God, Spell Snare is so mopey too. I guess it hits 2 to... I'll happily have it in the deck, but... Need to watch out for Xantid Swarm. Yeah, I keep in all my bolts because of Xantid Swarm. Also, like, Bolt is just fine for helping close the game. Oh, it's great against Loam and Punishing Fire. Those are good points. Those are good points. That actually matters quite a lot. Yeah, it is just a 5th Force of Will against these combo decks that are, like, killing you on their turn. Creature spells a lot of the time. I just really hate these cards against Storm. I don't think I'm going to bring them in. Pyroblasts are like kinda tempting. I'm not sure what they would be over though. Maybe over the Hooting Mandrills. Yeah, it shuts off Past in Flames, but that's the only card it shuts off. A lot of the time it feels like they can kill you without Past in Flames. If you give them time. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But I'm gonna try this. This doesn't have any defense, but they're gonna play around counter magic anyway. We have early pressure, and then we can use ponders to find the counter magic. So it might be too slow, Sora. It's pretty good for like wastelanding them off mana, but it's certainly not great in the matchup. If I had more cards in the sideboard that were appealing, I would probably trim some Wrenn and Sixes. But where I don't really like Surgical or Cage in the matchup, I just don't have that much stuff to bring in. Unmoored Ego, as cool as it looked when it and Tammy were used against you. Unmoored Ego can be very powerful against like very specific decks. So like against decks that are like lean heavily on one certain card, being able to remove that card can be quite strong. The reason it was so good against me was even though like a single Unmoored Ego is bad against that deck I was playing, like a pair of them can be pretty brutal, or 3 of them. Yeah, it's very niche. Unmoored Ego is like not typically the sort of card that's actually good, but it does have certain decks in Standard at the moment that it lines up well against. Standard's in kind of a weird place at the moment. It's a big part of that, to be honest. Fire off the Ponder. Ooh, I don't know you keeping a Wasteland. The rest is like pretty medium. I guess I'm gonna have a fast clock with the bolts. So Wasteland them, hit them for 4 down to 13. End of turn bolt you, put you to 10. Untap, this is a free for... Yeah, I think I like this. I think I agree, Lassie. I think this is just good enough. Maybe I was meant to keep the Cindervines on top. I believe that the Cindervines is actually pretty good thing to cast next turn. Instead of a second bolt. Yeah, I think I messed that up, ordering slightly. Don't know how much it's gonna matter, but oh, do they have an abrupt decay? They do. My Tarmogoyf's gonna die. I can take them off this underground sea though. Do I want to level up the Hexdrinker now? It means I don't have Spell Snare open. I can make it a 4/4 next turn. Eventually. The other option is I just fire off the second Ponder. Make sure I actually draw the Cindervines next turn. Do another Daze too. Awesome. So... draw that. Next turn I get to play Cindervines for 2 Dazes as protection. See ya, Gatekeeper. Thanks for hanging around. Hope your appointment goes okay. Yeah, I agree. The Cindervine seems nice. Oh my god. Alright, I'm not gonna double Daze this. I'm just gonna hope that 2 Dazes is enough to like trip up whatever they do here. Assume they're naming Force of the Therapy. Yep. Aw, thanks, Sora. I really like the old arts and old borders, typically. They're still going. They have. I guess that was pretty good. Yeah. Scooter was kind of brutal. Getting punished for not having Snare open, I guess. They have 5 mana. Rude. Empty the Warrens. I was meant to board an Electrickery, I guess. Didn't think of that. It's been a while since I played Legacy. Empty the Warrens was not on my radar. Alright. If I hold up the Spell Snare there, I definitely don't die that turn. But I don't know. Tapping out to like increase pressure was pretty tempting. If the Goyf was still alive, I would have held open the mana, because then I get to like bolt end of their turn to grow my Goyf. But the fact I didn't have the Goyf anymore meant like I felt like I had to be doing stuff. I can't just like sit there hitting them with my 2/1 and hope that my Spell Snare is going to be enough. Realistically. Alright, hopefully the next match goes a bit better. These combo decks have been running us over. Yeah, Daze isn't great against Storm. It's like a bit of disruption, it can trip them up. When they know about it though, it's like pretty easy for them to play around it because of all their explosive mana. Yeah, it's still a way to interact. When, like, a lot of cards just naturally don't interact with what they're doing very well. Alright. Fine keep, couple threats, couple pieces of disruption. This is either another combo deck or Nick Fit. Named Brainstorm and Mist. Pretty smart name in the dark. Doesn't line up against what our hand does though. I just want to Wasteland them. Wastelanding is much better once you have a threat in play is the thing. So I could go threat and then next turn Wasteland threat. Which I think I prefer. Obviously lets them have that mana for a turn, but suggests Nick Fit. That's true. We don't have any basics in our deck, so Nick Fit could be a bit of a scary matchup for us as a result. Max Torsion. Yeah, I really loved Grixis Delver back in the day, so I thought I'd give this deck a try. Obviously a bit lower power level than Grixis Delver, but still quite sweet. Awesome, glad it's performing well for you. I definitely am not super confident what I'm doing yet, so I can make no promises. What plays Watcher of the Mist? Oh, Alurin? That makes sense. Just firing off the Therapy. Sick 2 for 1 over there. Probably taking the Hexdrinker instead of the Pierce. Hey Nate, things are going pretty well. A food chain list of Watcher definitely makes a lot of sense. True-Name does not flip the Delver. You liking the spoilers? Yeah, the new set is exciting. Very much looking forward to it. I really want to cast this True-Name next turn. I can't do that if I Wasteland them. Yeah, that's my plan, Nuclear. That is my plan, I believe. Just attack for 1. Do some nonsense with this stuff. And then next time I can land the True-Name. They do have a Watcher of the Mist in the graveyard, you are correct. We decided to queue in for some nice Modern Horizons Limited. Or watch a Gabna Thief stream, one of the two. I believe that would be very acceptable, I imagine people would like that. Would you just have wasted there, Max? I could definitely see that being correct. My thinking was I really want to land True-Name next turn to like increase my pressure, but and I figured with them having sacked the Watcher, they had like a bunch of looks at a land if they were scared of the Wasteland. Alright, in case I don't really want to Daze this is the thing. I guess I just cycle this and see what I draw though. I doubt I'm actually interacting with this in any way. Even if I did draw a Daze or a Force. You're excited about the opponent's deck. Lauren is a hell of a thing. Alright, so we're gonna use the Delver trigger in our turn. Oh my god. That is a little bit brutal. True-Name is embarrassing against Plague Engineer, I'll say that much. You love their deck. Lightning Bolt, yes. Do I want a Lightning Bolt? Not particularly. I already have one in hand to kill a Plague Engineer with. Kinda want to find like a cantrip. Or a Force. Both of those would be very appealing. Yeah, I think I have to shuffle. Or a Wrenn and Six. Wrenn and Six would also be great. A bunch of good draws here. Make shuffling very appealing. You're into just running them down with bolts? I think that's too slow. I think I need more interaction before then, right? Like, there's still like a 4-turn clock if that's the plan, with not that much to actually stop them doing their thing. I'm gonna Wasteland the Bayou. The true names are really awkward. They have a Plague Engineer in hand. Until they cast the Plague Engineer, I can't really do much with the true names. I guess I could cast the true name and then like bolt the engineer, cast another true name, but that sounds kind of miserable. 2-for-1ing myself and spending 4 mana to like be able to stick a true name. Fires off Ponder, chooses to shuffle, which is very encouraging. Oh, I should have spell pissed. I'm sorry, I was looking at chat. I should obviously spell piss this. I guess spell piss stops a Lauren though, which is appealing, but they fire off Misty Rainforest. Wall therapy me, so I'm forced to pierce this. Yeah, Resolve the Lauren just kills me at this point. That seems likely. It's so awkward. They just get to like name true name with a flashback. No, it's fine, Ang. My attention slips up occasionally. It's just a part of streaming. That is true, makes them less likely to kill me. They took the true names, they have a Plague Engineer in hand. I feel incredibly dead at the moment. They have 4 cards in hand to my pile of nothing. Testing out Brawl and Arena. Nah, I need to do some Legacy. I need to find a deck in Legacy that I like. Figure everyone else is doing Brawl at the moment. Oh my god, Lassie. It's a good plan. Good heckin' plan. Right? This Plague Engineer is absurd. At least this is a blue card, I guess, for the Force. Have I tried making 2020s? I might give that a try. Land sounds dope. I don't think anything on Earth could convince me to play that awful Turbo Depth stack. Seems miserable. But lands is sweet. Is there any world in which they brainstormed away the Plague Engineer? I can't imagine that that actually happened, right? Maybe they did. You take their thing and make a 2020. Huh? Playing a free Delver. Honestly, a bit of me wants to let this resolve. Sure. Have an Alarin. Like, I feel like anything that lets them combo off with this is also something that I just have to forcible anyway. Like, if they have an Imperial Recruiter, I can't beat that regardless. Even without the Alarin. I can't cast the Delver because they have Plague Engineer in hand. There's like no world in which they should have ever shuffled away the Plague Engineer. So I can cast Hexdrinker, force the Plague Engineer. Oh, funny. Sure. A wild magic card. Alright. Basically cast Mystic Snake. Resolves. Go away. We finally got that thing out of their hand. Not much longer until this Hexdrinker can attack past the Strix. 4 turns. Hey, Lorelei. Also just bolt this. Oh my god. That's even better. Oh, it's been sweet, Lorelei. I'm very excited. New set seems awesome. Like to ping your Baleful Strix, please. Now I'm going to attack. I have Bolt up in case they flash in a Strix. Course Teferi Corset. Yeah, that's certainly a thing they decided to announce. Level this up. We have Lethal next turn in a variety of ways. Can't remember how the Alarin combo works, but I'm fairly sure a Bolt does not actually break it up, right? So I may as well hold it. not hold open my mana. The trailer was amazing. The trailer was so good. Also, how did we win that game? I don't understand. Several turns ago, this just like felt wildly unwinnable. You bolt in response to whatever bounces what's in play. Don't they use Cavern Harpy though? And they just get to repeatedly activate it? I didn't force Allurance, smart. Yeah, Harpy gets around it. Right? You're the alluring guy. Right. What am I doing? Please stop pretending to be the opponent. What am I hoarding in? I'm not used to playing against Alluring. I could see a Veil of Summer being okay against discard. The crop rotation package is garbage. Grafdigger's Cage seems pretty bad, as does Surgical. Cindervines can remove an Alluring from the board. I imagine you like typically die when Alluring hits the board. It's pretty bad against the rest of the deck. Pyroblast is fine. Electrickery is like kinda fine. We just like don't have many cards that are exciting here. Hooting Mandrills seems bad against the Baleful Strix deck though. Pretty happy to take that one out, and I imagine Sinkhole was bad too. Spell Pierce also isn't like great. It stops Alluring specifically, I guess. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of the Pyroblasts actually. They hit Baleful Strix too. Actually seem pretty appealing. And cut one Spell Pierce. Alright. We reckon the gingerbread person is gonna end up being like actual major character rather than just a random thing in the trailer. Oh my. Well then. Hand is definitely something. Whether it's good is another question entirely. Delver Town Road. This is definitely a hand. I'd agree with that assessment, can you? Definitely not a foot. When I was playing Grixis Delver, I had a brief period of time where I only had 3 days in my deck. For this sort of reason. I actually won like multiple tournaments with only 3 days in my deck as well. People thought I was a maniac. And then I went up to 4 days and admitted that they were probably right. Pyroblast, deal. So I believe the plan is a fetch, drop, cast Delver. I miss out on my Delver Scry that way. I get to hold open Pyro. Pretty nice. Exactly, lassie. Do I want to just Pyroblast this? Kinda. They have a fetch land, right? I'm kinda into that. Super aggro. They don't have that many things I can Pyroblast anyways. Probably Daze down a Baleful Strix if I really need to. Well, I didn't come here not to Daze a Baleful Strix. This is like kinda miserable. That does sound overpowered, Voda. Do you know anyone I've had that effect on? Going down to zero lands is just strong. It's like I get to Wasteland both of us. Manaless Delver. Ooh. How very lucky. Taste it. That was a skillful draw. Drew it myself. Very proud of it. Sick. Opponent just gave us the GG. Love the zero land Delver boards. Hey, well... Sorry, I'm just talking to my opponent a sec. I assume this will work out. Sorry, be back in a moment. We're just talking about the games. Just one with zero lands. Yeah, it's Manaless Delver. Manaless Delver is the new strat. When it plays against the lure and the Delvers are free. Seems strong. Alright. 1 and 2, a powerful record. Indeed. I'm not really sure how I feel about this deck. Pretty enjoyable though. Why the Mandrills isn't a bit of a number? Yeah, it's a tiny bit of a number with them. It's also very efficient though. Mag Angler is a card that's seen a ton of play in Legacy over the last couple years. Just because being able to play a really big threat for like 1 or 2 mana in the mid game, especially when you're like filling up your graveyard a lot with fetch lands and wastelands and cantrips. It's quite good. And Hooting Mandrills is specifically really good against True-Name Nemesis, because even if they block with a True Name, you trample over for free damage, which is nice at the moment. You punted a lot that game. It seemed like a pretty challenging game from your side. There were like a lot of cantrips. Very easy to mess something up and all of that. I think I made like a mistake or two in game 1 that could have cost me. Felt like I got pretty lucky. This is a nice hand. Got the Wrenn and Six. Got some protection. Ooh, Delver Mirror. I guess Delver Mirror, they'd have a blue fetch land. So they are not. What plays Windswept Heath? And Trop, though. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, decaying more aggressively. Whilst you can actually cast it easily. I guess Infect, it could be Infect. I haven't seen Infect in a long time, but... So... if I draw a Wasteland, it's better to have this in play. There's a world in which I like want to Brainstorm and then bolt though. I'm just gonna play this. Yeah, in fact, does not seem like it would be very well positioned currently. There are a lot of combo decks at the moment though, trying to take advantage of the Wrenn and Sixes. Maybe it's could be Infect. Oh my word. It's happening, chat. It's happening. Alright, so the thing is, this Wrenn and Six feels really important to me. I don't really want to jam it into a counter spell. Like, we can also just play blockers for Glistener Elf is the thing, right? Glistener Elf isn't even scary compared to the other Infect threats. And then I can play Wrenn and Six around Daze next turn. I don't know, I'm not convinced we do just jam. I kind of just want to like... attack, play Hexdrinker. This is pretty sad if they trade a pump spell for the Delver. It's also like if they trade for the Delver, because they don't have an answer to Wrenn and Six, we look pretty embarrassed. Yeah, I can afford to get around Daze. I'm not sure if I attack or not though. If they just trade here, I'm like pretty unhappy with that, I think. Because I think the Delver is quite important. More so than the Wrenn and Six. More so than the, Hexdrinker. Because Delver can block an Ink Moth, which is nice. Wow, Nakamoi, you do raise a very compelling argument. It must be said. You have successfully milled 4 cards from my library. Jesus. I can't beat that one very easily. Cool. I am overwhelmed with relief. So they're gonna use a pump spell if I block. Sure. Get the pump spell out of their hand. I guess I could die here. No, Berserk they can't cast. This is fine. They're just trading an Invigorate for my Hexdrinker, which is very whatever. I could bolt. Try and like keep chewing through their resources if they have another Invigorate or a Daze. Yeah, bolt is kind of tempting. I think this is fine though. We don't need 2 threats. We only need the 1. The bolt is quite valuable, I think. Ooh, Wasteland. So Delta or Wasteland? Alright. This means we don't get to hold open bolt, which is pretty scary. They'd need to have like Force plus have the kill wrapped up though. Invigorate, sure. That is fine. So we can take them off a land, pass the turn, we have a Delver to block with to keep Wrenn on the table. Pretty sad if, pretty sad to trade the Delver for the Elf is the problem. Since the Wrenn answers the Elf anyway. But also it's going to be very hard for them to beat a Wrenn on its own. A-Lily tank and then jam anyway. This is the thoughtful Gruul play. We will think, and then proceed to kill the opponent. Kill the thing. Cast the thing. So if they have Berserk, they like lose their elf to kill the Wrenn. I don't even know if it works that way. I can't remember the text on Berserk. Okay. This is very acceptable with me. For me. Kinda want to Wasteland them. I guess I'm just meant to run this down there. Have a bolt as backup. I don't know, Wastelanding them is nice. I still have bolt to protect my Wrenn if they even find a land. Alright. You know, when in doubt, Stone Rain your opponent. Honestly. An age-old proverb. Oh, I want to do this now, I guess, rather than in their turn. This Wrenn and Six seems wildly absurd. This is great. Could get used to this. Oh. Imagine registering Listener Elf in the year of our Lord Wrenn and Six, 2019. Current plan is to never, ever, ever cast this lightning bolt. You agree Wrenn and Six is great, and we should explore all the shells, especially miracles. Alright, well, 5/6 are pretty chunky. Don't think there's any combination of cards that kill us this turn. This card might be a bit silly. Just possibly. Pyroblast is pretty good. Force is like medium. Is Looping Wasteland good? I think it's good. I haven't fully explored it yet, but I'm willing to believe it might be good. Me silly. Since when has such a thing occurred? I can think of no such instance. Don't know what the other cut is. Sandbar's pretty unexciting, I guess. Oh, you trim a Spell Snare? Yeah. It's good against Agent, specifically. Also pretty good against... It counters Daze, Robin. It counters Daze. Have you considered? Alright. We will mulligan this nearly symmetrical hand. This hand does approximately nothing. As a generous description. Have you considered the line where Autumn is in fact a huge dork? Oh. Alright, well, we have some Dazes I never want to cast, so that's good. I really want to get down this Tarmogoyf before I start dazing them if possible. I guess I'd probably daze a Blighted Agent though. If needed. Kinda hard to let Blighted Agent resolve.
Hi, I can't hear anything cause work but hi.
Thank you for the... This is such a bad heart hand, jeez. Thank you for the continued support, Mason. I appreciate you. Clearly the hot hands are understood. Oh my gosh, Blighted Agent. Yes, I'm gonna set myself back a land here. Who told me to take out Spell Snare? Bobbin? to green. Daze the Blighty. Hopefully they like counter back. What was this about Snare being better than Veil? I don't know, this seems like a pretty good Veil to me. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Wow. That was some powerful magic that just occurred. Take a victory lap, I know, right? There are not many worlds in which that works. That was one of them. Green, draw a card, him the opponent. I would like to take a 3 for 1, if that's acceptable. I can believe it, Mr. Allen. It's pretty strong in Legacy too. A lot of the combo decks are relying on discard spells, right? To clear the way. Makes Veil very powerful against them. You support taking a victory lap around the globe, specifically to New Jersey. That would be the first time anyone has taken a victory lap to New Jersey. I hear that's what I meant to say about New Jersey. I personally don't know much about it. My brief experiences. We don't even have a run in hand. I don't care about this needle. It's like, sure. Don't have a run anyway. Gonna draw a Wrenn next turn, obviously. It's the only thing that can possibly happen. My god. I was scared. I was scared that the prophecy was about to come true. Fonas are native to the area. It is one of the things the area does have going for it. Alright, get down the Goyf. Very fast clock now with the 2 bolts in hand. I should not have 6 in case I want to Daze a counter spell. Was not punished. That's an Inkmoth Nexus. That's kind of terrifying. I guess the big question is, do I want to bolt this Snowball Hierarch? I can cycle the Lonely Sandbar first and see what I find. That's a very nice draw. I'm gonna attack with both. And I imagine I'm bolting the Hierarch. Makes it a lot harder for my opponent to actually kill me. They go to 10. Double bolt is also just lethal next turn, is the thing. Holding up double bolt means I don't level up my Hexdrinker at all, but that's probably acceptable. It feels so hard for them to kill me through like a single bolt plus force is the thing. I can level up Hexdrinker once. Then even if I use up a bolt, the other bolt paired with both of these is next turn. Because this can become a 4/4. This might be needlessly risky. Probably still just fine regardless, but you'd need like triple invigorate to kill us through bolt plus force. Yeah, or like weird combinations of pump spells with Daze would work as well. Okay, this is acceptable. I can get a red source. Bolt the Hierarch, yes. So I guess I bolt them first so soft counter magic doesn't get me. Again, I might just be taking risks I don't need to, that's the thing. You just hit them for 5 and pass the turn with like both of these up. It's so hard for me to die. Whatever, I'm just gonna do that. I think it's incredibly hard for us to actually die from here if I play things safe. There's like a world in which I go for the kill here and maybe they like somehow stop me and then untap and kill me, who knows. It's very hard for me to figure out how they win if I just do this though. Yeah, I can't think of a way I die, I agree. At least if I play things safe. All food is sacrificed for the same amount of life. Is that like a quantity thing? Like, I guess, is the life representative of the quality of food? Or is it representative of of the number of calories in the food? If it's just the number of calories in the food, then I guess it doesn't really matter what food you're consuming. You're still going to gain a given amount of life. Food tokens are very over the top. It's kind of delightful. Rare Popo, thank you for becoming a Knight of Autumn. Really appreciate that support. Means a lot to me. Everyone gets some hype in chat for our new Knight. Also, Rare Popo, if this is something that interests you, we have a subs-only Discord that you can access by linking your Discord and Twitch accounts. It's pretty dope. Everything on Eldraine is over the top. It's lovely. I'm really enjoying Eldraine so far. Very delightful plane. Vigorate. I mean, this doesn't stop them dying, so I guess that's acceptable. Resolves. They've cast surgical what? Alright, chat. I'm gonna need some help on why we're surgically extracting Delver opponents. we found our good matchup. We queued into Infect with our Wrenn and Six deck. Delver does play magic cards. Surgical is good against magic cards. 3-2 Dream is alive. Come on, 3-2. This seems like a 3-2 sort of hand. I think there's only one person subbed at that level, Lassie. The emote is very hidden away. I get to use it though. I almost forgot that we had it, if I'm being honest. That kind of makes sense, Sora. I feel like they want to try and get us dead, though. I feel like they're the proactive They're the proactive deck in the matchup. Or, you know, the beatdown. So it's better for them just to try and kill us before Wrenn and Six resolves, rather than remove all the Wrenn and Sixes from our deck and try and grind. Hooting Mandrills. I will not reveal that card. Guess they attack for 1 here. Yeah, I'm unsure, Lassie. I do not know the answer to that. I kinda just want to Brainstorm. I guess I could cast a second Delver. Playing the Wasteland is really unexciting though. It's a special skill, Moy. It takes time. It takes time to get to that point. It's kind of awkward because I don't actually know what I want to keep off the Brainstorm yet, because I don't even know what my opponent's playing. Getting down the second Delver is nice. Alright, whatever. I'll play the stupid Delver. Non-zero chance I upkeep Brainstorm. It's like very rarely correct, but certainly not impossible. 2 Delvers in play. Flipping them is quite high value from that perspective. Especially since my opponent would go to 18 off this Vista. So flipping the Delvers makes it a free turn clock. Rang Grixis with no ultimatum, jeez. What a life decision. I normally hate upkeeping Brainstorm, but I think I meant to here. Like, flipping these Delvers is just so good. I don't really need much else. It's not like my hand needs much improving if the Delvers flip. I very rarely do this. I kind of hate upkeeping Brainstorms typically, but this makes sense. Opponent's 18. As long as we find a blue card off the Brainstorm, we're going to be pretty happy. Wow. Also, it prompted our opponent to use a Force. Very happy about 2. Okay, so that's not a instant or sorcery. So our Delvers don't flip. However, it is a blue card for our Force. Like, as far as bad cards to find go, it's one of the better ones. Just because it's a blue card. We're against Miracles. Council's Journal. Sure. It's not like I need 2 Delvers. So, pretty happy just to let that resolve. Oh my gosh, this is so brutal. Wasteland is one of the worst cards against these sorts of decks. They run a very high basic land count. Just making... Also, like, they're not flipping the Delvers too. Basically the worst card we could find. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold the Wasteland. We could play it out to help us cast Hooting Mandrills as the thing. I think I'd rather hold it for now. No Snowlands means no Wrenn and Six. Yep, it does seem that way. Boring old Miracles. Oh. Stoneblade. This is fine, right? If this ever flips, we just win the race. If it ever flips, we win the race. Okay, okay. Well then. Ho-hum. It's gonna drive me crazy, chat. This is a lot. Yes, at this point I play out the Wasteland. It's actually seeming realistic that I might cast this Hooting Mandrills at some point. Did I consider playing instants or sorceries in my deck? Sounds like a strong idea. Chose to shuffle. That's good. It's good for me. Stoneforge Mystic is not good for me. I believe I have to cancel that one with a True-Name in play. I'll play the Sandbar. No, we need to pitch True-Name to Force. Was my thinking, because that we can never let an equipment hit play, because then we actually die to the True-Name. Yeah. This is the most disobedient Delver I've seen in my life. See ya, lassie. Thanks for hanging around. At least we can cast Mandrills. We can. Keep that Sandbar in the yard too. Alright, opponent. Just never draw an equipment. Okay. 4 mana, 4/4. Powerful magic. To be fair, the reason it costs 4 mana is because our draw is pretty dysfunctional. Sick Voner on the Delver. And I'd lose 7 more life though. So much life to lose. Wow, that is still slugging in with the True-Name. That's terrifying. I guess it only blocks 1 damage. Makes sense. Yeah. Reveal the lightning bolt, I guess. Alright, I refuse to play around Swords to Plowshares. Full face. I don't think I can let the Narset stay in play. If they find an equipment, I just lose the game on the spot. That's the problem. Letting them dig 4 cards towards a Jitte is very bad for me. No, I'm relying on opposing Blood Moons. It's a powerful strategy. Makes this Wrenn and Sixes plus really powerful when there's a Blood Moon in play, you see. I draw a red source literally next turn. I might stand a chance. Maybe. Wow, Hooting Mandrills and a Wild of Teferi, huh? Teferi is rude, I agree. Oh my god. This is the most dysfunctional draw I've seen from any deck in my life. It's kind of glorious. Yet. I'm just gonna ignore this Teferi. None of our cards have text anyway, so. Yeah. Oh. Huh? Well, if I killed the Teferi, we'd have a Force open. Powerful stuff. Sure. Fate seal us. Our draws of Fate sealing us will only make our draws better. To be honest. The notion that we're not, like, completely 100% dead yet is a little absurd. Right. Mm-hmm. Sager. If I bolted them instead, would have got to level up Hexdrinker to 3, so that an untapped land would give me lethal. Force them to bounce the Hexdrinker then with the Teferi. Maybe I wasn't meant to play the Delver so I could level up Hexdrinker again and force that. Then I also have Force open if they do bounce the Hexdrinker. I mean, they could just have like a Force in hand for one of the bolts, Bobbin, but maybe. Maybe red land is lethal. How are we not dead yet? Wow. Resolves. This is wild. Yeah, sure. Deal. Now I have Force open. I swear, if we draw a red land next turn. Okay. Oh, we're on 3. Hey, I forgot we have a life total. I guess that's a problem. We're so close. We drew abysmally. We were so close anyway. Oh my word. My word. Pyroblast seems great. We meant to have like Ancient Grudges in. They don't even do anything if my opponent doesn't draw an equipment is the problem. But maybe. Hey, Alessia. We are playing some Legacy. So like all of this stuff is kind of considerations. See, Sora, thanks for hanging out. Great having you here. This card sucks against Jace, as we just witnessed. Also, these Wastelands aren't great. Hexdrinker's actually been pretty decent so far, I think. I've been pretty happy with them. Like, still not 100% sold, but... I don't know if this is good enough. It only hits counter spells. My opponent's likely to board out some counter magic against me anyway. I think this is not good enough. I think it's a bit too situational. Hey, Fitzy. We do need some answers to the equipment. Question is if I want my second answer to be like another Ancient Grudge or a Cindervines. Cindervines also does some damage when they don't have the equipments. Pretty bad against a fairy. It's like pretty good against back to basics though. Alright. I'm in. In for anything that stops me dying to the horrific card that is back to basics. Okay. Seems like we might be able to cast some spells this game. This is me firmly holding my breath. To be clear. Will we flip a Delver though? That's the other thing, we didn't flip a Delver for like 6 turns and we still got them to 4. With 5 dead cards in hand. It's kind of unreal. Well, I have... Ooh, thanks for the host, Ionian. Appreciate you. I have to hold open Spell Snare for... Mystic. Yeah, perfect draw. You are correct. I don't feel like the Sandbar does anything. I guess I'm just going to try and cycle it. They don't cast something into my Spell Snare. Try and find that green land. So that I can cast magic cards. On that note. So I believe I just want to cast Hexdrinker and say go, because I want to keep holding open this Spell Snare if I can. Because Stoneforge Mystic is like the most terrifying magic card. Yeah, the Sandbar's not been amazing. I would agree with that assessment. You've also, like, this is the only grindy matchup we've played. If we'd resolved the Wrenn and Six last game, it would have been quite good, but I guess if we'd resolved Wrenn and Six last game, the game would have been easy, so... I think the problem is it's never a land, right? You never want to place at Lonely Sandbar as a land. Only cycle it. Which is not the most exciting prospect. My hand is so garbage. I kind of just want to brainstorm. Yes, I can ponder first though, ensure I find a fetch land. Well, this... like, kinda fine. Pyroblast and Wasteland are good. Wasteland them this turn. Yeah. Wasteland doesn't always do anything in this, always do something in this matchup, but it's a pretty nice hit. I think I'm just gonna level up Hexdrinker. Kind of awkward that it gets bounced by Teferi and Jace so easily. Makes getting it to level 3 not super exciting, but kind of figure if they have a Teferi to bounce it, then holding open a spell isn't too relevant anyway, because I'm not going to be able to cast Bolt regardless. Alright, Batterskull. Yeah. So... if I level this up twice, I can't hold open Pyroblast. If I don't level it up, they just trade it with the Stoneforge Mystic though, and I don't get to attack. Would like to hold open Pyroblast from this point onwards. Brainstorming's really awkward if I don't find anything good underneath the Tropical Island that is basically a dead card, but I think I'm meant to Brainstorm. Just hope there's something good there. Interesting. I can just bolt down Jace if need be. So I think I'm just going to cast this Wrenn and Six. So I can start drawing lands here. Back a fetch land. For my second red source. So they have a Batterskull in hand. Don't know anything else. They resolve a Planeswalker, we have like bolts and Pyroblasts to answer it, so that's not too scary. Wrenn and Six is hitting our land drops, which is going to make the Hexdrinker really good. Makes it very easy to level up. Very threatening. It might be. This Lonely Sandbar might be good now, Bobbin. After we've been insulting it all this time. Loneliest of sandbars. Feed that snack. Hungry snack. Hungriest snack the world has ever seen. Yeah, I mean, not many people are actually playing Jace at the moment. And, like, it can also be very good in that world. You, like, wait to level it up for the right moment. It doesn't always line up well against them, but... Most people don't care about your 2-1s, that's fair. Stoneforge Mystic is very good against 2-1s. Just like trade their Stoneforge Mystic, get a clean 2-for-1. Oh, do they not have a land drop for the turn? That's absurd for us if that's the case. Jeez. Them not having a land drop is incredible, honestly. Yeah. All about that. Oh, they're playing around Daze of True-Name. That's fair. So, I believe I just passed the turn here. Then I can Ancient Grudge the Batterskull. Have Pyroblast up, Cycle Sandbar. It's like a very nice sequence of turns. A sequence of actions. Boop. Ancient Grudge is so good. Jeez. That is messed up. Jace time. Pyroblast at the ready. It's a True-Name. Okay. Can also just cancel that very easily. Probably worth spending a Pyroblast on, truth be told. Hopefully they don't have the Fluster. Do not. I can attack my Wrenn down to 4, which we're going to let happen because the Hexdrinker is more important. They do not want to do that. Hexdrinker is more important than 1 loyalty, so more important than the Stoneforge. I know, I'm sorry, Alex. I'm probably going to play some Maverick tomorrow, though. You'll be happy to hear. Yeah, we'll probably level up Hexdrinker here. I'm gonna start by brainstorming, and I guess I can start by sandbarring. I can go ahead and brainstorm. Level up twice, hold open a mana. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'm probably playing some Legacy tomorrow. I'm hoping to play some Maverick. Aw, cool. Thanks for gifting that sub to Alex. This means Alex can now go join the Discord, which is pretty hype. Corrupted by Mir. There are many ways in which I have been corrupted by Mir. But yes, that is one of them. I do almost have enough damage to win. I don't think I need to fire off these bolts, though. Quite yet. Heck. But I believe as Mir would put it, heck. What's this? Hexy. Get in there with the 4/4. Maybe I meant to keep a bolt instead of the Goyf. Since I have the Hexdrinker anyway as a threat. Don't really need this Goyf. Yeah. Seems likely. This Lonely Sandbar has been awesome this game. I know we've been moaning about it, but very nice with Wrenn and Six in these late game scenarios. Just like we have our own Jace the Mind Sculptor, right? Drawing us a card every turn. Very rude. Well, we are going to counter that because it bounces the Hexy. What else draws cards every turn? Is it Sylvan Library? Please tell me it's Sylvan Library. Palace Jailer. I have strong feelings about Palace Jailer. Feelings that must be limited to Discord After Dark. Glad you're enjoying it. I love Arena. I actually prefer Arena's interface, but I also love Legacy. Getting to play Legacy is very appealing to me. So, try and mix things up occasionally. I'm trying to work more Legacy and Modern into my streams when I can. Alright, this is a keep. Probably putting this Lonely Sandbar back, truth be told. Opponent's mold to 6 as well. Lonely Sandbar's so good, you get to immediately put it on the bottom of your library. Yeah, where I'm competing in the team event in a month's time with Aaron and Dom, I am looking to find a Legacy deck I like. So, hoping to do like a day or two of streaming Legacy every week until then. At least until the new set hits. It is in Philly. I actually want this to be a trop, because if they play Stoneforge, I then get to ponder into a Volk for bolts. Philly hype. Philly's going to be so good. Be one of the better events I've been to, I'm sure. I guess I'm actually just going to try and daze this. Maybe I was meant to get a Volk. If I'm dazing the Stoneforge anyway. Yeah, that was silly. Anyway, I should have gotten a Volk. But hopefully they just have no interaction and we're fine. Why is that autumn? I hear there is some rather amazing people who are attending Philly. Polluted Delta, rude. Now we get to set up the Delverino, so that is nice. None of these are instants or sorceries. Do I drink? I don't really drink. Like, I do drink, but not like drink. Like, I will consume alcohol, but it's not something I actively seek or engage in very often. Wrenn is so good, the rest of these cards just suck. If you want Autumn to drink, go find Ebba. I think the vast majority of alcohol I've drunk in the past, like, year has been around either Emma or Aaron. Yeah, Red is so good, I just don't think I can...
//.
Aww, thank you for that September subscription. I guess it's not... If it's the 2-month... How does it work? I still don't understand it fully, so it's... If you're not continuing a streak, right? It like, does it for half price. Pretty fun to spend time around in general, to be honest. True-Name. I guess we're just gonna spend this entire game on one land. It's fine, didn't need lands anyway. Yep. What is it, this league? This league, we've had the worst Delvers I've ever seen. Is this just because we have, like, Wrenn and Six and stuff in our deck? Just, like, a bunch of additional non-spells? Yeah, it's half off this month, I believe, Mr. Allen. Makes it a bit cheaper to support someone. Delver's a bad card, Hexdrinker is good with Gaia's Cradle. I wouldn't call Delver a bad card, but... The Delvers have felt underwhelming this league. They've been flipping less often than I'm used to. Which, like... Wrenn and Six is definitely a very small part of that, right? Like, Wrenn and Six just puts, like, 5% more dead blind flips in your deck for you. Makes it that much harder to flip the Delver. Fugitive Wizard as compared to Savannah Lions. If you want to badmouth cards, I'm very capable of doing that, Alex. Right. Goodbye, Tarmogoyf. I do like 1/1s for 1. Normally the ones I like are Flying Man. AS Delver is kind of like a Flying Man. Alright. Keep hitting you with my 2/1, I guess. Guess that's the plan. Are we gonna get counterspelled? We get counterspelled here. I will be upset. Resolves. You two can have a 4-mana Brainstorm. Big fan of 10/10s for white, white, blue, blue, red, red, black, black, green, green. Maybe reorder those a bit. Alright, here comes the Ponder. Ponder shuffles. Gets rid of some of the stuff Jace left on top, which is entirely fine. Ooh, okay. New plan. We have discovered a new plan, people. It involves our friend Hexdrinker and the card Force of Will. It's kind of gas. Wow, these Hexdrinkers are awesome. Maybe Hexdrinker's the new Delver. Supreme Verdict. Chose the shuffle. Like it, I like it. Which one would they even name? Alright, I guess we get to find out. Are they gonna name Hexdrinker? Name Hexdrinker, I dare you. Hexdrinker, better than True-Name, you heard it here first. I guess if you interact with Alex ever, you heard it there first, but...
Hourly High Hourly Love 3 months already? Time is weird. Thanks for being awesome, Hourly Love.
Bitsy, thank you so much for the 3 months of support. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. I know, time flies fast. You know, very fast, yeah. Oh, I should have leveled this up, maybe. I guess now we can't get Spell Pierced as easily. Resolves. Force them to answer this True-Name before I cast the bolt. Well, the games where we had functional draws in that matchup were easy. Jeez, Hexdrinker is absurd. This card was so impressive that match. Like, I'm kind of a convert to this Hexdrinker thing, at least in this deck. Do I get a seasonal power boost now that summer is over? I do, in fact. I'm very excited to wield it. Jeez. Hexdrinker is absurd, Wrenn is absurd. Delver felt a bit worse. How many hits do we even have for Delver in this list? Because, like, I don't know, it feels low. 25? I feel like that's lower than most Delver decks have traditionally been. I feel like that's the bare minimum number of hits you can have and still have Delver be good. Yeah, 27 to 28 is ideal. I don't know. I'm not in love with the number of Delver hits there are. The Lonely Sandbar was pretty impressive with Wrenn. I don't know if it was wholly necessary though. There's a world in which you just like play a Preordain and then like turn the Hooting Mandrills into another Preordain. Suddenly you have 27 hits. Hooting Mandrills just felt way worse than Hexdrinker. I can't imagine. I guess it's good against specifically True-Name. But like the Hexdrinkers were so impressive. It's just so bad against Jace bounces. Which like Hexdrinkers are bad against too, but at least these come down on turn 1, not like turn 4, 5. So they do something before getting bounced. Shifting Ceratops is also good against True-Name. This is accurate. The crop rotation package was pretty impressive. I was very happy with that in the graveyard matchups. It takes up a lot of room. Is the only downside. Like a very narrow subset of matchups, but yeah, this is interesting. I want to play more of this at some point.